Hey, good morning, everyone. Well, it is Saturday morning, 7:15. My wife thinks I'm crazy. I'm sitting here and recording this game. I just can't get this game out of my head because we have some excellent players here. Unity, Silk, outstanding player. Tap, Victory, very good player. Dogs, Mr. Electric, very good player. Warlord Ghost, very good player. And then we have Dinkes of Sparta, a newer player. Masato 409, outstanding player. David Delar Coven, also unknown to me, a new player. But I like to pay attention to Silk and Masato. Both these of players I've recently started playing with, and both these guys are showing me tricks left and right. And so let's watch this game. This Italian Grassland, 4 versus 4. It is going to be epic. It is going to be fast. So I might have to slow motion as much as I can. Uh, in fact, I am going to start with the slow motion just to see the army compositions. My standard French army is going to be four shooting cav, standard general. I'll probably have two old guards and one young guard, along with two militia. There you go. My militia is over here, and four chasseurs, uh, four Polish legions, and one unit of brave. Now, this map, this is now standard map. It's actually my favorite map. The goal of this game is, I've seen better players just disregard altogether this section, and so the battle is mainly going to be fought here for this hill, the center forest, again, this hill, and here. You do want to have a few units on here just to stop the push, but again, the battle is going to be fought in the center. Of course, good players never go into the houses. On the far end, we have Turkey playing, standard general, Sedit infantry. We do have only 1, 2, 3, well, it's not only 4. There are 4 highly chevron cement janissaries. These guys are outstanding. As far as cav goes, there's a combination of mounted nizams and outstanding. I think these are one of the best lancers in the game, which is Silatar guards, mounted nizams, and another interesting thing is Azars. I don't usually play with Azars myself, but let's see how this player is playing with those. This is Masato, 409 Masato, my highly respected player here, not only because he's a great player, but he's such a humble and cool guy. Like most Brazilians, he's very friendly and fun to play with. I never disrespect any other player, and he plays to the end, and he plays really well. I would say he would be my new mentor. Mounted Nizams, Samats without any chevrons here. That's interesting. So, but he does have a standard general. So I don't know how he filled up his army, because when you're Turkey, there you go, Silatar guards. These are more expensive. So that's interesting. But lots of well, there's some lies, but he has lots of regular infantry. So this is interesting. The no chevrons on these some janissaries. But you do have lots of cav. 3 here. 4, 5. England, on the other hand, the game started. I still have to slow motion because this game is going to go so quickly. Dragoons, Fencibles, Foots. Again, regular general. On the other side is this French player. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So heavily on chasseurs. Swiss foots, voltigeurs instead of chasseurs, regular general staff, and then we have Ulances, Cossack cavalry, light guard hussars. So that's a good combination of forces. Standard general, of course. Then lots of Russia has really good elite units. So there you go. Semenovsky Lifeguards, Moscow Musketeers. You always want to have these guys with you. Jaegers. And on their side too, you could see it's a mad rush for a center. We did get up here first, but the French player got here quicker. This French player also, well, it's not a French player, it's a French faction. I think most of these guys are Americans. 5th Hussars, Chasseurs, Standard General, Chasseurs Falls. I'm getting the first shots of the game here. Chasseurs Falls, 2 casualties, and I to get to the center first. So you could see it's going to be standing and shooting. Our cap is up here. It's a good team working. Everybody's rushing to the center. The first attack, the guards versus Ulances. This is an excellent attack again. So this guarantees us dominance on the hill left flank, but our right flank center is a little bit slow because they send a gap. You see, he sent his cap to the hill and infantry to center. Actually, really good move. Okay, with that, I'm gonna start the game shooting and just. I can't really zoom in. I love you to watch the tactics, overall strategy over here, and there's not going to be much zooming in at the start because just so much going on. Hussars charging into the Chasseurs. Great move. Infantry coming here. I gotta pull back my calf. The infantry is getting set up. There you go. Good team working from our side. This French player got quicker than I did. There you go. Another calf charge. And because of that, they're getting the forest. Good cap support of Turkey coming up here. The center is 491 Saj is an excellent player. We do have a dominance of the hill. Infantry pushing in. Again, excellent move. First line infantry facing militia. Guardmen see old guard. This is a mistake. Turkey right flank. Going way too far and not sending any support. Where is the infantry here? Sending in calf without infantry support. So our right side is not set up as we would like to. Both coming into the forest first. That's good. A bit too soon to send in Janissaries. Very well holding the right flank. Oh no, another cav charge. This is a waste of cav right now going on. Nice push. And this is a great combination. I'm sorry, I'm opinionated about this. My opinion is not always the right one. So if you disagree with me, feel free to share. Sacrificing a cav, I don't think the second cav was necessary. But at least they have the forest here. And there you go. Another charge here. And France has to pull back. Excellent standing in the center of the hill. All great players here, guys. Really all good players. Such a great play with the cap, man. I gotta learn so much from these guys with the cap. This one unit is oriented in 4 units here. Now we do have a problem. I have no place to put my men. So, well, you see, Russia is holding this section and France standing next to him. I have no place to put my men. I have nothing to do to pull back. Let England do what they have to do. And trying to send support to the right flank, which I'm doing, sending my cap all the way to the right flank here, and my men here in the center to push from center. But that leaves our left flank alone. You see now, England has to fight France and Russia. This is a mistake from outside, and it comes because we can't communicate. I don't know this player, he doesn't know me. As a result, all these units are right now useless. Excuse me. Trying to send my lights in the forest. I see he doesn't have lights. Well, they're coming now, I didn't know that, but to protect them. But again, you see, from our side, I can't support this English player. As a result, he has to fight two units, the Russians and the French. There you go, I'm saying another. I'm trying to find a place to place my units. I just don't have any place. My general is standing in the middle of the fight. Mismanagement from my side. And so we lost the center. Our left flank, basically. I'm trying really going around it. My guys are very, very tired. So I'm trying to form here now. But then again, I'm right behind the English player and shooting each other in the back. I see the cav coming from right flank. My old guards going to the house to hold them back. You see that charge pulling back, pulling me into square. Followed by infantry. Such great players, man. I have so much respect for these players. So what I need to do is secure this house. Again, good players don't go into the house. I have no choice to secure our left flank. Getting in the house holds back this cav. My units are useless here, and because of that, this English player is just fighting two factions simultaneously. Now Russia's coming up the hill. I'm pulling my right. This is my cav. I'm trying to support Turkish player, but there's no point for me to get them in the forest. I'm just gonna get shot. So really, I feel so useless in this game. I can't go anywhere. I don't have a place to form my units. Look at that, support. Russia is come to support of France. Such great players. French cav on this side. Managed to save my general, but so bad. So these guys are pushing really hard, but running out of steam. England, I have to say, he's new, but he's doing an excellent job standing two factions. You see, fighting both Russia and France. 4-9 Masato's cav is up here harassing the enemy, also supporting the hill. But my guys are still useless. Look at it. We're just standing in front of each other. I'm getting charged. Can't form square. My chasseurs are unprotected. Not being able to form and shoot. It's absolutely useless in this game. Look at this one cav unit is just harassing us. Again, my chasseurs, I can't do anything against that. This French cav is on my tail too. England going back for offense. There you go, another cav unit just coming right at us. Oh, this is the enemy. Look at them. Just the cav is attacking, and then we have to form square, and it's just ready to shoot our squares into pieces. Look at that. What a mess with my infantry. Another cav charge coming up the hill. Now we lost the hill. Brilliant cav infantry movements. These guys are so good with the cav. I did what I do with my cav. I'll move my cav to the right flank. I see there's a move coming over here, but the French player also sent his cav to the left flank, and they're going in a retreat. There's really no point for me to send my cav out there. These guys can't form square, and we just don't communicate. So that's another lack of trust that we can't work together here. Full offense with Janissaries, this is good, but there's just no infantry support behind these guys. As a result, they are open and they could get shot. Nice tactical retreat by the Prussian player, and very good cav support by France. We're still holding the center pretty strongly. We have the forest that gives us the advantage. These guys have the forest. The power bar is even at this moment. Better positioning. You see these guys are in the forest, and so more casualties on us than on their side. Oh, look at that. So, no infantry support. These Janissaries are just susceptible to getting intercepted by chasseurs. 27 cements versus 14 chasseurs. Cements will lose, and the general. So it's just no infantry support on the right side. These guys are on all the way to the right, too far away, and Prussia did an excellent move, just misdirecting these guys, and now attacking from center. Excellent move by Prussia. Look at that, 2 cav supports. Now my cav is going from all the way right flank to the left flank. Time for me to pull out. Oh man, so many jokes to break with that, but I'm coming out of my forest. But still don't have any place to put my men. These guys are just being useless the entire game. Oh, the counter attack. So well played by Russia. Look at these lines, completely extended. These are the elite units. Such a great teamwork between France and Russia right now. So I have no choice than push. You know, I gotta say, give me my space. I gotta come in and I try to start outflanking these guys, which is working. But it cost me a lot of casualties here. These guys are into the forest, old guard versus old guard. So I'm losing a lot more men. I'm moving. Yeah. This movement is costing me so much. I'm trying to get my cav around them. I still have my 4 units as I started with. If I be able to get around them, I might be able to do some damage. Because this movement is costing me so many men. And there comes another cav unit. These guys are so good. He's sending his cav now again from this side to that side too. Cav coming in. Another single shot. I gotta go to square. He stops right in time. Look at that. stand there, shoot, and pull back. Such great player, great micromanagement. Very tired Cav. We have lost. I gotta make this. We lost center. We lost the hill. We lost the forest. Turkey has to come back. Our right flank is a shamble. So our right flank isn't defensive. These are my units too. Still, look at this general, just pursuing all the. I'm sorry, guys. Remaining units. Russia lost general. My cap is behind them. These guys noticing that and retreating into the forest. Great tactical retreat. But there is again no coordination coming from our side. This guy's now standing while I'm pushing, and we need to work together. Do I get a shot? Yes, square. And he goes for another attack, man. It's just incredible. 10 men left and they're still attacking and just disrupting. See, force him into square and his Polish are shooting. I gotta retreat because these guys are coming out. Shooting myself in the back. He's got a better positioning. Still a full unit of gold guards. Now I'm attacking and England's just standing by and moving to right. I don't know why. We need to attack from this side. So this is one problem that we are having here. It's just not a good communication between us. My guys were useless the entire game. Now they're in action and England is not supporting. Now one thing I do notice is most of these guys are not in full unity. 42, 37, 48, 31. None of these guys can form square. So here comes a push. They can't form square, so I'm gonna go for an attack. Oh man, 11 men is just still coming back. So Cav infantry combo. My general's coming to action, still too far away. Try to save one unit at least. Now the problem is by attacking to the forest you lose the mobility. So I'm basically wasting my Cav right now just to be able to get into formation. You want to be in the forest. These guys were able to form square, coming out of square. And I was able to get into the forest, but I don't have the English support. Okay, I love this positioning. My lines are extended. I'm in the forest. There's a mess in between his lines. So this is good. 63 old guard is problem. Trying to save whatever is left of my Cav. Support of England, excellent pot shots and old guard. So we got the forest. So mainly because these guys can't form square. I knew that. Just trying to save whatever is left of these units. Turkey is still pushing. This Turkey player is far behind. I lost 3 of my 4 cap units. I still have 1 left. And France was able to save a lot of his units, and Russia is still in the game. And this lifeguard foot, man, these are dangerous. Old guard, he's holding on all his elite units. Lifeguard foot, excellent. Power bar is slightly in their advantage, but we have some good units because I have my young guards, old guards, braves, another old guard unit, so I have also my unit. Now the goal of my push is if I come right underneath here, I'm hoping he could waste his bullets on me while I'm not shooting back. Okay, I got protection, so I'm hoping he runs out of bullet. What does he do? What always Russia does, they're going on offense, they're charging, and they have great charge. Look at that. I lost 9 men right away. And followed up, again, such a great teamwork. Followed up with infantry. I'm not shooting, he's in formation. And there you go. England's guard seamen. Wow, another full unit of guard seamen. Excellent work of England. But what does France do? The middle flank? They're coming for support. Charging right into them. For some reason my guys are not shooting. I'm pretty pissed off at these guys right now. I gotta go back and retreat. Another charge. Lifeguard foots versus old guard. I'm too late. Just too late. These lights are defenseless. Look at that. And I'm just too late. I need better micromanagement on my side. Trying to come into action. Russians are charging. Man, these players not. Oh, look at it. He's sending his general right into the lights. Another excellent move by this French player. I do have my general. I send my cap to this side, but I still can't do anything. It's just. I do see his general alone here, so my goal is to attack him. Coming in too late. There goes my general. This is pretty much a suicide mission. Try to get these Jaegers. So I'm sending my general right here. I did not see that these guys, and there you go. He had hidden units. I did not see that when I sent them out, and I'm not paying attention anymore either. He does. Forming a square, protecting the general. So I lost another cap unit right there. I lose my infantry in the forest. I still have these guys. They came too late into action. Lost my general here. Didn't even get the Jaegers. England is down to his last 2 units. Trying to get the remaining of the Polish. These guys just don't. they don't break. The sign of good players. They know how to use their units to the last man. 26 Polish legions, and they're still fighting. I have no elite. I have no general. Even though 116 unit, I can't hold versus old guard, Nancy and old guard. Look at that, 2 full units. So we didn't know about these units. Great work from 27, 83, 57, 34, 64. We didn't know about these units here. I think 4-9 was surprised seeing all these guys here too. And they have the better positioning, so no point for him to attack. This is what is left of my units. And of course, they smell the blood in the water and coming like sharks. Again, excellent players. Nobody's camping. Everybody's going full attack. There's a lot of tactical retreats, but then followed with good attacks. I'm going to be outflanked. There's nothing for me to do. Pull back again. $46, $37, it's $26. Polish. These guys are still fighting, and that's all because there are two elite units next to them. Look, I'm getting outflanked by the Jaegers on this side. You'll be able to micromanage units and be able to hold them as long as like this player is able to. 21. These guys are still fighting. That's you will last a lot longer than just wasting your units. You know, two elite units. At this late up stage, you see all the elites are still standing. Turkey in the forest, there's no way to go. Our left flank is falling. So I'm going to have to fast forward this game. It is pretty clear that we are going to lose this game. But I hope you enjoyed this game. I certainly did. It's good to be occasionally humbled. In fact, I have to say this game was fought probably last week, somewhere in July, late July, and I've been playing with 409 a few times, and every time I played I lost. I think I probably have lost 4 or 5 games 3 days straight against 409 and Unity here. So pretty humble at this moment and trying to learn myself. Another thing I'm trying to learn is how to play with Austria. I've always underestimated Austria. I don't see that they don't have any elite units like the guards or the foot guards of Prussia or Coldstream guards. Those units give moral support to the units around them. I don't see that Austria doing. I don't see Austrians cap being as good as like the French shooting cap. But I was wrong. I played against 409. He was playing Austria, and he definitely taught me a few lessons on that. So I'll start playing with Austria a little bit more. So there you go. I'm gonna fast forward this. The goal of this is, I'm trying to connect with my partner. Of course, these guys could read this. So intercepting me. Look at that. Tired, winded. So these guys run faster. I see they're intercepting me, so I'm pulling back again. The next step is, you see this? The ridge here. I'm trying to do every trick I have here. If I stand below here and take off my shooting mode, I'm hoping they could waste bullets on me. Newer players fall for that trick, but of course these guys won't. There you go. So I'm just, reloading, getting ready, but I'm not shooting. Will these guys shoot? They don't, but the problem is once they get the ridge, they're going to be stronger. So I notice they're not shooting, so I'm pulling back, and of course he comes right on the ridge, stops, and he shoots. So again, better player, and knows all the tricks, losing a lot more men. They're asking where I'm going at this stage. I'm saying I'm going home. Screw you guys. I don't want to fight this. My lines are stretched, but again, guard must see they outnumber me. They're a better unit. Supported by Jaegers. Again, I have to pull back. My goal is to stand up here. Higher grounds. Maybe I could shoot, aim better for that. They're not shooting back. I think they're out of bullets, but they're going for a charge. Look at that. Compact units, followed by Jaegers. 52 versus 63. I'm still outnumbered. And this is the last stand right here. 52, 61, very tired, and they're attacking. Attack back to get the bonus. My morale is 7, his morale is probably 9. He's got 50 something men, I got less than that. So you see the results, better units, better melee, overall better statistic. As a result, my units break. Turkey is now 1 versus 4. Outnumbered, outflanked, outgunned. He still has a position. There comes the general. So you see that they started with 60. This charge went through. From 60 became 43, and now they can form square. They were trying to form square, they were not able to. This is something I'm going to pay attention to. I know the magic number is 48 to form a square, but if you catch them while they're trying to form square, you could take away from those numbers and break the square. So there's something else I just learned. And this is the end of the game. Let's look at the statistics. The game took about 30 minutes altogether, 4 versus 4, and so that's a sign of aggressive game. Look, shame to say, I had only 753 killed, while I had 1400 losses. No excuses, but I could point out my mistakes. I could not form my lines. Dinakes of Sparta, which did very well, fought 2 factions simultaneously. He had the entire field, and because we couldn't communicate with each other, I couldn't form my lines next to his. So as a result, I was just running back and forth without really participating in any fight. I feel like the battle of, was it Ligny? Where the Corps de Laron, I'm just going based off the top of my head, while was fighting the French forces under Marshal Ney, was ordered by Napoleon to participate in the Battle of Ligny. As they're marching to outflank the Prussians and cut off their retreat, Marshal Ney ordered the same corps back to their own Quatre Bras. There you go. So there was 2 battles, Ligny and Quatre Bras. Ney ordered the corps back to Quatre Bras to counterattack the English, and so the corps went back and forth and did not participate. As a result, the Prussians were able to retreat from the Battle of Ligny, and the English were able to retreat from the Battle of Quatre Bras. I feel just like that. Dinakes of Sparta, 1064 killed, 1573 losses. He fought like a lion versus Unity and Tap. Masato 409, 1174, 1549 losses. He sacrificed his calf to support Dinakes, and also I think he definitely tried to help David Dalarakov, but it was just too extended and couldn't fight against the combined forces. David also start a good fight, but for some reason I think our right flank collapsed first, and so it had a cascading effect on everyone else. Unity, Silk, the numbers speak for itself. 1665 kill, 1190 losses. Outstanding player, great with his calf, great combination calf infantry, good movement of holding back of his elite, good positioning in the forest and the hill, all around excellent player. Tap, Victory, Rising Star. What a great work with his calf and supporting Unity and fighting Dinakes, myself, and Masatro. Mister, another Rising Star, 1084 killed, 1202 losses. And Warlord Ghost, again the numbers speak for himself, 1317 enemy killed, 1182 losses. I would say this game goes to Unity Silk. And from our side, Masato, of course, a outstanding player, my new mentor. Look forward to playing again. Unit statistics, losses. And Militia 29 killed, 24 killed, one. Just horrible all around my side. Yangar 78 killed. Just the numbers are so low. I would say the worst player in this game was me. I was not able to find any location to fight. I was just running back and forth, late to every party. So my hat off to our opponents. Look forward to find you guys on the battlefield. And my apologies to my mates. I'll work on my tactics. Hope you enjoyed this game. Till next one. Cheers.